Hello students, welcome to week 7 for COM 535. This week we're utilizing topics related to evaluating health campaigns. The course text we're reading is chapter 8 and we're looking at using evaluation. So we're getting to the point now we're starting to think about what we're going to do with the evaluation we may have conducted after we've launched and utilized a risk or health promotion campaign. We're also watching a video as well as completing weekly review number 7, which has an original post due Friday and the reply post due Sunday. The last thing we'll be doing this week is working on our critical assignment topic rationale. As we look at weekly review number 7, it's important to see that we are assuming we're undertaking a formative evaluation of looking at children's and their attitude and beliefs and values and barriers they may experience to eating fruits and vegetables. So you're going to look at what methods you could use to explore these behaviors, as well as extracting themes that you could use to create an intervention to help reach them and get them to eat vegetables and fruits, as well as describing how the four-stage model of evaluation can be used to complete this text, which is in the course reading. If you look at the critical assignment topic rationale, we've gone from where we've selected 3 topics we're interested to and narrowing it down to 1 like we did last week, to now creating the rationale. The rationale is something that hopefully you can use within your campaign as you'll be providing and creating a 300 to 500 word rationale on your topic for your health communication campaign. You're also going to provide 3 exemplary reasons as to why this campaign is warranted and what you plan to achieve through this campaign. Remember, your health campaign is 5 to 10 pages. It will include an overview of what you want to accomplish, a situation analysis where you address and look at some situational barriers that you may need to overcome in the campaign, as well as identification of audience members, tactics, what you would want to do in your programming, as well as messages you want to send out, looking at some evidence-based practices you would utilize, as well as proposing media to be used, as well as the evaluation plans you would use. So that's due next week in week 8. This week you're providing a rationale for your topic. The chapter goes over some uses for evaluation. I'm highlighting 3 of them here because these are typically the 3 most used processes. Evaluation methods or uses for evaluations once you've done your actual evaluation. So the first one is process evaluation. This is where you're determining whether program activities were accomplished through the campaign, as well as describing and explaining the implementation of the campaign for further messaging and later communication, as well as examining the evaluation to determine effectiveness of the overall process, your overall idea for the campaign. Impact evaluation means you're using evaluation to determine if the campaign worked, as well as examining if actual change was evoked among audience members. So you're looking for behavior change. That's looking at the overall impact of the campaign, and you're using evaluation to determine impact. Outcome evaluation really describes effects of change, so behavior changes over the period of a long time, as well as looking at knowledge and skills that are typically evaluated throughout the campaign to determine if those were changed and enhanced by the audience members, as well as flowing a continuum of influences by changes in expectations and looking at some socioeconomic factors that ignite behavior change and looking really significantly at the effects that are measured by health outcomes of audience members. So we're looking at outcomes to determine how did this increase morbidity, disability, how did this increase or decrease quality of life, and things of that nature. So process, impact, and outcome evaluations are the most primarily used types of evaluations once we've conducted our research and evaluated the campaign, after we've gone through a lot of the information within that. Additionally speaking, I wanted to show and highlight this 5-step process in utilizing information in a health campaign. So the first one deals with analysis. What we do at first is we analyze backgrounds, research, literature review, formative research, to then go to step 2, which is strategy development. This is where we start to determine what we want to actually get out of the campaign. We create objectives, creative approaches, we establish what audiences we'll be utilizing, we'll look at some situational factors, things of that nature. Step 3 is where you create your messages, your tactics, your programming, channels, media, your evaluation, timeline, things of that. 4th is where your program is in being implemented. The campaign is actually being utilized. You're utilizing ongoing monitoring through behavior-based indicators and testing your audience throughout the campaign to see if it's being effective, to then move into evaluation. Once the campaign's done, you evaluate it, disseminate that, revise and design, and then it's a cyclical cycle. It'll go back to step 1 if you think you need to re-implement this. So you've gone through all 5 steps and you realized, oh, you know what, we've reached this target audience and how to eat vegetables and things like that, but we should do it again this way now, and then you relaunch it, and it's a continual process with that. I wanted to show you that because it's a good analogy of looking at how you may develop your health campaign. It's also a good point for you to contact me to come up with some strategies and things like that if you have not already for how to create this campaign and for it to be effective. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, we're in week 7. We're reading chapter 8, using evaluations. We're watching a video on health promotion, as well as completing weekly review number 7. That's due on Friday, with reply posts due on Sunday. Additionally, your topic rationale is due for your critical assignment. If you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to interacting with you. You all have a blessed week.